This is a battle in the second round of the random New Year's Flash tournament, where the factions are chosen by the random faction gods instead of the players themselves. So the players have no idea which factions they will be playing as. This is a battle between Andurix, who got Boyer. I assume that Boyer is the Boyai, and VLR Wolran as Macedon, or Macedonian. A poor matchup for Macedon. Very poor matchup for Macedon. The Boyai are just better than Macedon at everything except elite skirmishing, and it looks like Macedon is going to bank on elite skirmishing here and shock cavalry. So those are the two things that Macedon has that can work, but it's going to be a challenge to keep them away from the spear levy and from the heavy horse. So companion general, two Thessalians over here. Then we have Thracian warrior speed bumps and a hoplite core. Super weird to bring a hoplite core against the Boyai. I don't even. And then three mercenary Cretan archers, two mercenary Thracian warriors. For the Boyai, we have a fearsome sword rush, of course. 4 heavy horse, 4 Celtic warriors, standard sword followers, Oathsworn, but only 2 levy freemen. And this is risky, only bringing 2 levy freemen as the Boyai. The more the better. Should have at least, well, maybe the smallest number of levy freemen that you can bring and still have an effective build is about, I'd like to say 6. And the maximum amount of levy freemen that you should bring is probably somewhere, it's probably 6. So as long as you bring 6 levy freemen, then you should be good as the Boyai. And the rest doesn't matter, just axe warriors or melee units or whatever. Just don't bring too many noble horse, bring the heavy horse and then you're fine. Doing some nice screening here from the Thessalians, and the Thessalians have to be careful here because they might just get zoned completely out of the battle here by the heavy horse. And there is no cavalry here. Well, there are 2 cavalry units, so not no cavalry. Ideally, the Boyai needs to have its lines a bit closer here, but I kind of see what he's trying to do. He's trying to push up the Celtic warriors to push away the Cretans. But ideally, these units should be in supporting range of each other. And just use the levy freeman, push up the levy freeman, and just let them do what they do. Throw their javelins at the mercenary Thracian warriors, for example. That would be nice. Or throw their javelins at the Thessalian cavalry. That would be nice. Macedonian cavalry is just posted at the rear of the Boyai line. So it would probably have been a good idea to keep something in reserve, because this is complete overkill what the Boyai is sending in. Not being able to throw javelins against the Thessalians, ooh, that was bad for the Boyai. Really good frontal charge, just destroying the Celtic warriors. Sniping on the Oathsworn general. So far, Macedon is doing everything right. Sending in the Thracian warriors after the YOLO. The Celtic warriors are not getting a good charge. The Thracian warriors are getting a good charge. And wow, this is not good for the Boyai at all. But did manage to stop some Thessalians and companions over here, I believe. The companions should do well against the heavy horse at least. Heavy horse moving. I didn't see if that was a charge or it was just moving in. They should do well when they get decent charges against Thessalians. Oathsworn breaking through. The hoplites really shouldn't be able to hold long here against the sword followers. So although Macedon did a lot of things right to begin with, getting some nice... Well, the Thracian warriors are already off the field. They were probably charged by Oathsworn. The Boyai losing its heavy horse, but managed to get the levy freeman in there. So that's good. But here come some rear charges of Thessalian cavalry. So the plan was probably to have the hoplites hold for some time and then wreck the backline of Boii with Thessalian cavalry. And they did kill 30-40 men on the charge there, so that was a good charge. And if they keep doing this, then it's going to be a bad time for Boii. Oathsworn here, just standing around and turning their backs to Cretan archers. That's not good. That's not good at all. So, cavalry unit came back from routing, it looks like. Companion cavalry badly damaged. Oh, is the general dead? The Macedonian... I thought I saw the... Okay. So, of course, the hoplites, it's only a matter of time before they break. But if these Thessalians can do enough rear charge damage, then this is going to be possible for Macedon. But nope, the Thessalians got 84 kills, and that's all she wrote. Routing off the field. Over here they didn't get good charges against the Thessalians, so now the heavy horse is going to be defeated. Thessalians are going to be able to continue to rear charge the levy freemen and such. This shield wall has gone completely bonkers. That happens sometimes. Heavy horse getting shot to death by Cretan archers. Nice charges here by Thessalian cavalry. The companion cavalry is amazingly enough still alive. And there is not a whole lot of Boii left on the field now. If Boii has enough skirmishing power, if Boii is able to... And this general is completely bugged out as well. So... Yes. Yes. Wow, who would have thought? Well, it actually looks like Macedon is going to be able to do this. And a lot of the reason why was because Boii shield walls just bugged the hell out. There were Oathsworn and there were sword followers standing around not doing anything. And not to knock on the Macedonian player here, because he did a lot of things right. He did manage to break down the first charge well, counter charge, a lot of good rear charges with his cavalry, and the Boii are vulnerable to that. But he hasn't won yet. The Oathsworn general is just a charge away from dying, basically. Yes, there we go. The Oathsworn general is going down. When the general goes down and all of these units get rear charged, then it is a GG. There is no way that the Boii can win now. There, the general is dead. And I don't think many players would have put money against the Boii in this matchup. Maybe a few hopeless gamblers among you, but I certainly... The Boii build, it needs to be said, the Boii build was not the best Boii build I've seen. There were a few critical shortcomings in the Boii build. Because when you know, so congratulations to VLR Wolran. This battle kind of illustrates that you can't just use the Boii mindlessly against even a faction like Macedon, because although the Boii are super strong against Macedon, something needs to be taken into account, and that is what Macedon can do to the Boii. So you know that Macedon is going to have to use shock cavalry on open ground. You know that Macedon is going to have to use skirmishers. You know that the Macedonian infantry probably isn't going to be a problem. So I think it's overkill in this case to have 2 Oathsworn and 6 sword followers. 6 sword followers, more than enough. Maybe even 5 sword followers and 1 Oathsworn. And then there is funds left for bringing additional Celtic warriors, for bringing additional heavy horse, 6 heavy horse, 2 Celtic warriors, and additional levy freeman. And that would give the Boii the very important numerical superiority. Because with the Boii you just can't charge against cavalry and get rear charged and expect that to work well. It can be tempting to just rush in and destroy a hoplite line, but when there is 6 shock cavalry on the field and one of them is companions, then you need to really pay attention to what's going on. 200 kills for Thessalians, very good. Very good kills on the Cretan archers. They basically just snipe the Oathsworn. But the Boyai build could have won, but I think that all of those shield walls bugging out just meant that the Boyai basically wasn't even fighting for half the battle. Very important. So nice to see Macedon defeat Boyai build. That was very surprising to me. Thanks to both players for participating in the tournament. VLR Wolran is going to advance, and Andurix is out of the tournament, but good game, well played, and thank you for participating. Strength and honor.